Anything else?
That'll be it.
41.90.
Oh, well, got something for you. New link up.
Ooh, is that gonna keep me warm? Oh, it's long sleeve, yeah, it will.
Go put that on.
I'll be right back. So we got this P3 digital gauge that is OBD2 driven. It's gonna tap into the ECU readout from this car and read things like boost pressure, coolant temperature, any kind of temperature, oil pressure, oil temperature, whatever you want to see at the ready next to your cluster that's not already shown there. It came with everything that we need, including trim removal tools. So I'm just gonna pop this stock vent and kind of the shroud around it, swap over these controls for lights and carbon fiber, put this back on, and then we'll plug in and see what kind of readouts we get. There we go. So out with the old, I have a few Torx screws to remove in order to get this carbon fiber panel and the light controls onto this new face. So this is just gonna come this way. All right, no screen there. We need a screen there. All right, we got the old one out. This has no screen. This is a direct swap for this with the addition, of course, of that OBD screen. It's got its ribbon cable coming out. That's gonna plug into our controller box. So this is the P3 control box. We ordered this. It drew a nice little throttle and got it over to us. This is what takes the signal from the OBD2. There's the plug into the OBD2, and that's gonna put the digital readout for whatever parameters we wanna view. All right, so I have some 3M double stick tape on the back of the control box, just in a nice little coil. This we're gonna tuck on top of the storage bin, just kind of paste it down so that it doesn't slide around. And then we'll run this down to the OBD2 port, and that is all the connections we need to make in order to read from the ECU. They do have some options here for some analog inputs. So there's a dimmer, analog input 1 and 2. It's like we have an air system right here. If we weren't mounting the controller right next to us anyway, that already displayed the PSI for like the tank pressure, we would probably tap into it with this and display that as an option. All right, so I have the OBD2 wire ran down here. The OBD2 is just in front of this. I'll plug it in. We'll see if we see anything show up. Do you see anything?
Yeah, there's
a
couple of lights.
Bada-bop, boppity-boopy.
What?
Well, that's a good sign. So now I'm just gonna start reassembling this. We have the light control and this carbon fiber bit to put back on there, plug in a few things, and we'll be done with this. Let's get our protective film off of this screen. Oh, I'm not even hungry for lunch anymore. That was satisfying. Okay, so just with your door open, kind of it wakes it up. You can see these kind of dots running across. So I'm just gonna turn the ignition on and see if anything happens. So the dots have stopped. So now let's go ahead and start it. Okay, the dots are back. Ooh, they're faster. 03. Okay, something is at 0.3. Boost. Oh, that's our boost pressure apparently. Ooh. That's instantaneous stuff right there, Mick.
Pretty cool.
That's clear. It's very, very clear readout.
ODB.
Yeah.
ODB.
OBD2.
Insert Wu-Tang Clan clip here.
Wu-Tang Clan ain't nothing.
So we just saw our boost. This is our ignition. Throttle. So it's probably gonna read percentage of throttle. So we're at 13, just kind of idling. Kind of shot up to 19. Yep, that's pretty accurate. That's awesome. Air fuel ratio, 12.5, that's healthy. Woohoo! Cool, these are really awesome things to know about how your car runs and coolant. Cool 1, 174, so that's running temperature. That's a healthy running temperature. So that's coolant thermostat 1, air 1. So air intake air temp is 108. Okay, so this is more track timing. The ECU obviously has a wheel speed sensor and everything, so when you do a launch and you're trying to get your 0 to 60 time, this is gonna read out what your 0 to 60 time was. So that's pretty cool too. You're not relying on outside sources or anything, that's based on your car itself. Okay, so then there's battery voltage. So this is 14.6 is it's a healthy reading with an alternator recharging the battery. 14.6, 14.8 is what you're normally gonna see. So this is RPMs. This is awesome. I mean, this thing has some readouts of that, but it's an analog gauge with a needle going up. It's not giving you exact parameter readouts. This is 575/80 sitting at idle. I didn't even have to get any of my specialty tools out. I used panel lifters, but I did not need them. All I needed was a socket and a Torx bit. That's like the definition of plug and play, not having to cut, crimp, solder, nothing. So we have a few more parts now that we're gonna throw on this. They trickled in the last couple of weeks, so let's get to those. Also, if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe to the Throtl channel and turn on the bell notifications so you don't miss a thing. Next up, we have some more engine bay work to do. This ECU is out loud and proud, and it needs to be covered with only one thing that can do such a thing and make it look better, and that's carbon fiber. Oh, yeah, look at that. We got some multiple textures here, some carbon. Let's just see. Oh, that's just a preview. That's gonna look good. Ooh. Oh, heck yeah. Ricky! Oh!
Wow! Oh, it matches too.
It's the same guys.
Where are you guys getting these shirts?
Bro, throtl.com, baby!
Special club, baby!
Merch drop
March 21st.
April 21st.
Why would you?
When is it?
March 21st.
March 21st. Marzo 21. Marzo 21. Se pueden comprar esto, mira. Si quieren poder, cómprense
Hey.
esto.
So next up we have this ProClip USA mount that we purchased, and it's gonna mount our Airlift Performance 3-piece system controller on the outside, so like by the passenger's knee next to the shifter and the infotainment controller. So this is gonna allow us to always be able to monitor and fiddle with our airlift suspension system to get over or to sit down or do whatever we wanna do with the airlift system. All right, so our ProClip is assembled, and this is the airlift controller. Now all this is gonna have to do is utilize this kind of C-clamp that it has, go right over the carbon fiber, and snap into place. And now that thing, I can see my reflection in the screen of this, so it is perfectly angled already. Look at that, first try. Ready for some more satisfaction? Bam! All right, that's done, on to the next thing. What we got here are some gloss black side skirts that we got from ECS Tuning.
This is called piano black.
Yeah.
Alright, both side skirts on. Thank you to ECS Tuning for sending them over. They look amazing. It's time to slam this thing on the ground, see what it looks like.
All right, so that's it. I just got back from driving the S4, and it's the first time that I've actually driven the car pretty much since I got it. And I will say, this thing is absolutely amazing, and the sweepstakes is coming to an end so soon. So this honestly may be the last build episode on the S4. The sweepstakes ends at the end of March, so you just have a couple days left. And I wanted to do kind of a quick walk around because ultimately this car came into our shop 100% stock, and now it is pretty modded. And if you're just tuning into the YouTube channel, you may not know everything that is on it. So I wanted to take a second to go over it. So we started off with the S-Tech Dynamat. This is a PPF that Elite Finish did for us. It's on the entire car, and underneath it is this gloss gunmetal color. But with the S-Tech Dynamat, it just adds a totally new element, and the finish is unbelievable. There's no orange peel, there's nothing like that. It is so much different than a standard vehicle vinyl wrap, and it just looks fantastic. We've got the ECS tuning kind of carbon fiber package on this thing. We've got the mirror covers, we've got these overlays here, little accent pieces or canards. We've got a front lip, we've got the RS style front grille, the Rotiform forged LTN wheels, a little dirty, but don't mind that. Falcon Azenis tires, we got the FK510s, 034 Motorsports, two-piece floating rotors, ECS side skirt extensions, of course the big Thule rack on top, the Vector M, which looks good. And one thing I forgot to mention is the S-Tech gloss black underneath that matches the Thule rack really well. Around the back, we've got an AWE valved catback exhaust system, the ECS tuning rear diffuser here. We've got black badges and this really trick high kick spoiler here from ECS tuning as well. That's it for the exterior, but we also do have the Airlift Performance 3P. So we went ahead and got a nice 3P mount right there in the center console, which is great. And we have the P3 vent gauge, which almost looks factory. Let me pop the trunk here. So for the air suspension, we decided to go clean and simple. So we tried to tuck everything up and away so you still have full access to your trunk. We've got a polished tank. The 3P management, like the brain, is actually up here, tucked all the way with all the airlines. Dryer over there, and then underneath here, we have twin Viair compressors on a nice simple and clean mount. Will went ahead and wired in some relays and everything. So really simple setup, but as you can see, you have full access to your trunk. I think this is the best daily driver sweepstakes car we have done yet. It is super comfortable. The audio system is fantastic. And it's a car that I would actually own and drive every single day. Super luxurious, everything works, it's super new, and I think one of you guys are gonna be really happy. So I hope you guys enjoyed this series. I know it's something that's a little bit outside of the norm. You know, if you don't know, typically we're doing a lot more Japanese or sport compact cars, and this is a little bit different for us, but I think it turned out really awesome. I'm very excited. I know a lot of you guys are as well. We've been reading the comments and we do appreciate you. So if you wanna get entered to win this car and $20,000, head on over to our site, pick up some car parts, pick up some merchandise, maybe a new set of wheels, anything you can think of for your car we sell, and every dollar you spend is an automatic entry to win this car plus $20,000. So that's it, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.